Welcome to Online TV. I'm your host, Mr. Jeff Mann. I'm an information security consultant for Online Business Systems. Online is a digital transformation and cybersecurity consultancy. Since 1986, we have been using technology to deliver dramatic business results for companies throughout North America. I'm joined today with Greg High, one of my colleagues in the risk security and privacy practice. Greg's a principal consultant there, and he specializes in PCI, and we've been talking about scoping in PCI. So Greg, the question I want to ask, put forth to you right now is why scoping? Why is scoping such an important thing to understand if you have to do PCI?
From a scoping as it has evolved, it's ending up, one, reduce the cost of your assessment. So if you're not having to assess segments that don't have anything to do with cardholder data, then right there, you've eliminated possibly a great deal of your network. From a scoping standpoint, by limiting those things, you also can limit your risk associated with data compromise, credential compromise, things of that nature. And the implementation and maintenance also of a well-scoped environment over time will make it that much easier to know where your data is and how best to manage it.
Yeah, that's interesting. In my days as a QSA, which it's been a while now, I very often would get pushback from customers when we were, let's say, discussing scope. And the question I always asked them was, what are the PCI data security standard? Which of the requirements are you not meeting throughout your network? Because in my opinion, there's very little within the PCI standard as basic best practice security requirements an organization shouldn't be doing already anywhere. So I'm not sure personally I buy or I am nervous that when people think it's out of scope, the assessor's not going to look at that part of my network. I think it often translates to, oh, good, I don't have to do security over there. How do you, as an assessor, sort of balance the what's become a necessity to scope an environment down for the purpose of limiting the assessment versus not wanting to give your customers sort of a false sense of, avoid the man behind the curtain because he's not dealing with credit cards?
From a standpoint of the PCI DSS, I think one of the biggest challenges is the ongoing maintenance of the systems. And I think that's really the core of it is they see a PCI assessment as an audit and something you do one and done. And what I'm finding more and more organizations are doing are actually making this a program and realizing that if they don't do these regular things that are very explicitly called out in the DSS, then they're going to end up with deficiencies on the next assessment.
Okay. All right. That's going to do it for this segment. We will record future questions and future topics for scoping, so stay tuned.